Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to the channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer is here, and today we are talking about new moon in Aquarius. Thank you very much for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. Leave a like and subscribe, use the links down below, get readings with me, and get started. First, what is the new moon, and then how does the new moon works specifically in Aquarius. So new moon, it basically just start a new cycle internally that then will accumulate till the full moon, and around the full moon or through events that happen on the full moon, it will start to manifest in real life. Of course, things can materialize before and after the full moon, not just around the full moon, but it will be mostly around the full moon, right? So new moon, it's a great time to start over anything that you want. If you want to start a new project, if you want to come back to something, if you want to change how you are going about a certain thing, you don't need to change your entire life. You don't need to change what you're doing. Maybe you just need to change how you're doing, how you seeing yourself in that position. So, first, let's understand how so is the new moon an internal cycle. Because the moon represents our feelings and emotions, our reactions and responses, our attractions, and how we basically exist within ourselves without being exposed or pressured by the external realm. So new moon means that everybody is going to have the opportunity to experience and work on new feelings and new emotions, new attractions, new reactions, and new ways to be themselves, just with themselves, within the world, within that internal world, I mean. Because that, or how you see yourself, how you behave without external pressure, is your true self. And then you use the sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, etc. to conjugate, to translate, and to bring together our internal world into the external world, and then everybody together creates the world. Teamwork makes a dream work, right? So new moon basically can be a new you, a new situation, a new way for you to take your internal realm and use it to create something in the internal realm, a new way to feel about others, a new way to feel about yourself. It's like just new emotions and feelings, basically new reactions and new attractions as well, and new perspectives about your internal realm. That's it, because everything else in your life comes from there, your internal realm, your most comfortable, juicy, powerful spaces, your heart, your lungs, physically speaking. So, the new moon in Aquarius represents that we are going to create new feelings and emotions in a fixed, consistent, logical, unique, individual, rebelling and opposing way. So, we have here a little bit of a confrontation with the comfort, right? Because we can bring new feelings of uniqueness and individuality, but are you ready to also have new feelings of confrontation with yourself or the world around you? Because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and co-ruled by Uranus. So there will be, by default, some feelings, new feelings, or more in-depth feelings of rebellion, analysis, innovation, and thinking and communicating in general about structure, infrastructure, networking, business, associations, organizations, stability, and also how can you participate in new innovative structures and infrastructures, or how can you create and be the new idea or the new mind behind the new, useful, and yet unique structure, business, organization, association, or anything in general. So, with all those new feelings, that will bring still a connection to your a more individual area of yourself, maybe you need to feel a bit of like aggression or rebelliousness against somebody or something that have been blocking your expression or have been blocking the perspective that you have about you being able to be unique and express yourself in a consistent and logical way without looking like a fool. Because many times you can be unique, you can be different, but people around you will look like a fool. Very simple, like that happens in all areas of life, right? So what you need to do is, in this new moon in Aquarius, is focus on either separating from those spaces, ignoring those spaces, or build a reputation, build an internal image of yourself where you can bring something different, you can bring something that people never thought about before, and people that see you as crazy or as a fool, slowly but surely, they will understand that their stagnation, their comfort and conformism is the fullness, is the dumb way to go about life, and they can start respecting you without you forcing them or going out of your way to make them respect you. And that's where the opposition between Aquarius and Leo comes through, because we all want attention. We both Aquarius and Leo want validation, want respect, but Leo can lie, bend light, bend opinions, bend feelings, bend visions, bend storylines to make others see them in a better way. Aquariuses can't really get away with that. Aquarius, you gotta be yourself, you gotta be real, you gotta put work into it, you gotta be consistent and patient to build something, a mind, an association, something unique, something different, something never seen before, and then people start respecting you because you did something, because you spoke in a certain way, because you brought a certain idea. While Leos is just, they're fun to be around, they make things look brighter, they associate themselves with unique individuals, okay, Aquarius, so they don't need to work on something, they don't need to become something, they already have a more attractive light. While Aquariuses can have the same amount of attention, the same amount of validation, the same amount of fun and high good vibes, but you need, in Aquarius season, Aquarius new moon, Aquarius full moon, if you have Aquarius elements in your chart, you need to, you are here to be unique and different. So new moon in Aquarius by default will bring us feelings, new feelings of uniqueness and individuality related with uniqueness, change and rebelliousness about your own circumstance and the circumstances that you have associated yourself with. So it's not just friends, right? It's you are associated, you are more close, you are, even though it happened to them, it affects you in a certain way. You think about it, you felt about it, you have to actually participate in that circumstance, and you might need to detach. Because every air element deals with detachment and separation to a certain level. That's why airheads, right? What is happening when you are being an airhead? You're just not connecting to anything that's going on around you. Just like, okay, then you come back to the situation and you get aware of yourself and the situation. So air element always deals with detachment, and especially Aquarius because fixed air. So Aquarius is all about you fixating on your own air, on your own ideas and ways to socialize, analyze and communicate. So it makes more sense that you're not going to get so connected with others' air or air in general, because you are more focused in your own air, in your own bubble. And you might not be comfortable with that. You might not be comfortable with detaching, applying limits and boundaries, because remember that, once again, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, so it also deals with limits and boundaries, but in a more fresh, unique, funny, and logical way than Capricorns. Capricorns are a bit more rash, aggressive, intentionful, or just behind closed doors, and you're never going to see those limits and boundaries coming, right? So new moon in Aquarius means creating new feelings and new emotions of uniqueness, individuality, and being your goddamn self while being fixed and consistent with your logic, with your own unique way of thinking, communicating, analyzing, and socializing in or about structure, limits, boundaries, and associations. So a lot of things can come from this new moon in Aquarius, and I already focused on you be accepting feelings of rebelliousness, you accepting feelings of detachment, and being your goddamn self. A lot of people are not themselves because they feel punished or they feel unrewarded by the environment. but like you just gotta be yourself. There is no other reason for you to be alive than for you to be your goddamn self, and not just be it and then express it, communicate it, apply limits and boundaries that respect your own limits and boundaries. And you might not feel comfortable with that. You might even feel ashamed. You might feel you're doing the wrong thing, but you gotta be yourself. Alright, so new moon in Aquarius is bringing a lot of power, but also a lot of responsibility, a lot of work that you have to put in internally and externally, because air is masculine, external. So right now it's new moon, it's all internal, all about planting new seeds, all about reflecting and detaching from stuff. But as the moon starts to fulfill, you better apply and use the sun in Aquarius to show you the right areas, people, places, and things to apply the uniqueness, individuality, the logic, the limits, and the boundaries as well. Now, let's take a look at how the new moon, it's right now 4 degrees in my location. Let's see how it is aligning with the other charts or the other alignments in the chart in general. First, it's conjuncting both Pluto and Mercury, but let's leave Pluto for last. So, new moon in Aquarius conjuncting Mercury in Aquarius, coming back from Capricorn, right? So, an ability to think, communicate, and analyze in more light and logical ways the new feelings, the new emotions, and the new attractions that deal with uniqueness, individuality, rebelliousness, structure, limits, and boundaries. So a little bit easier to communicate or think about these new feelings, these new seeds, and this new internal reflection. Then, new moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Venus in Pisces, feeling more spiritual, more emotional, more connected, more lost, more imaginative, or more la la landish with how you are relating or being related to about dreams, illusions, and imaginations that can be used in a more logical, unique, and structural way to make your relationships, your pleasure, and your values more on point with reality and your structure, but not too dry or too scary for others to come in and connect. But be careful, because you might get lost in the sauce, or somebody might be looking really good as a partner, as a conversation, as an adventure, and they're actually making you not centered, not fixed, or not logic about this new start. But if you already have that more centered position, more logical and unique position about your internal realm, Venus in Pisces can help you expand and bring good waters to water your seeds so they can bring better connected to all possibilities. Then new moon in Aquarius in conjuncting Mars in Cancer retrograde, misunderstanding, passions, motivations, aggressiveness, frustrations, and deep desires that deal with family, comfort, and new emotions and feelings that may be influenced or carry over from past moments or things in present life that remind you of past moments or how you felt in certain circumstances that you did not enjoy. New moon in Aquarius, trining Jupiter in Gemini retrograde as well, the gift to expand with more uniqueness, individuality, limits, and boundaries in past moments or in present moments that reflect past moments where you are forced to share or suffer the consequences of not sharing your own uniqueness, your own wisdom, knowledge, and how you travel in a more logical, mutable, and adaptive way. So you might need to go and really be unique and individual, or attract or focus on the attractions that are unique and individual, that are still logical and about reality, so you can expand your associations, your connections, your mind, and how you think and communicate. And maybe this is great to heal and expand from past moments where you weren't able to be so mutable or so connective or so on point with your wisdom and knowledge in a logical way, still inspiring and still able to be your own logic, to be your own testimonies. but it's also a gift to expand in stubbornness or in inflexible feelings and emotions dealing with the world that you have to expand away from, that you have to initiate a new cycle, because it's coming from the retrograde energy, it's coming from the fixed energy of Aquarius. So this is a gift to expand in new fixed emotions about reality, so you don't expand into the old emotions. You know what I'm saying? Then new moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Saturn in Pisces, feeling more light, feeling more free, more inspired, more creative, and more spiritual about reality, limits, boundaries, the world in general, and your place in the world. Also, new ways to internally see yourself associated with your dream world or your dream routine, or just feeling stuck, seeing others and the world evolving into a more creative and spiritual way, and you might feel yet too afraid or too punished or unrewarded by the world to be your goddamn self and associate yourself with the dream world or the dream routine or the dream associations that you have for yourself. Then new moon in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. Exactly, learning how to bring freshness, uniqueness, and individuality while maintaining structure, profit, safety, security, and privacy to new situations that can bring profit, or new ways to bring profit that can support your routine patterns and more consistent parts of reality. New moon in Aquarius, fatal attracting Neptune in Pisces, feeling more unique, more grounded, or more stubborn and stuck, or burning your mind in new ways about grand dreams, grand illusions, or grand nightmares. And last but not least, new moon in Aquarius conjuncting Pluto in Aquarius, new deep transformations that allow you to become a new version of yourself, where you can have your own shop, your own community, your own neighborhood, esoterically speaking and realistically speaking. So basically, you can have an opportunity and space for you to be yourself, to communicate in your own unique way, and have people that validate, enjoy, and support you, and they feel inspired by you to participate in your community by being unique, individual, and they got themselves as well. And that's the general new moon in Aquarius reading. Make sure to get your own reading if you want to know more specifically about what's going on within yourself and the sky. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Remember to be your goddamn self, to believe in yourself as well, and to believe in all possibilities. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Till the next time, I see you soon.